Hey there, everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, and this is a little Learn to Play Fall Classic Baseball. It's my replay of the 71 Mets. We are July 21st. It's Mets at Cubs Wednesday. It's going to be Charlie Williams for the Mets against Bill Hands for the Cubs. Lineups are here. Let's take a look. Harrelson, Boswell, Agee, Jones, Kranepool, Clendenon, Aspromonte, Dyer, and Williams. For the Cubs, it's Kessinger, Beckert, Williams, Pepitone, Santo, Hickman, Davis, Cannizzaro, and Hands. Fall Classic Baseball, you roll 2d6. These are double d6. So they're 2 6s, 2 5s, 2 4s, and so on. But we're going to read the blue, then the white, and then the 20-sided die is going to give us additional information, splits if they come up, or also it's also going to give us the out. When there's an out, it's going to give us who the out went to. So we're going to read the batter first and then the pitcher. And sometimes the batter card will send you over to the pitcher. And let's start. First inning, using old school chart and dice, or rather scorecard and pencil. And that's about it. Let's do it. All right, so 54. That's going to be a 54 chart. We pull a card. It says go to the Wilder chart. So let's go to Wilder. It says, ooh, go to Wildest chart on a new card. And Wildest with the bases empty is going to be fly out to left, caught by the center fielder. Or fly out to left center, caught by collision. I don't do the injuries, so I'm going to bypass all that because I play actual lineups. It's going to be a fly out to center field. F8. So Buddy Harrelson flies out to center. And it's 1 down. So here's Kenny Boswell. Boswell batted .273 in our replay. He is batting, let's see what he's batting in our replay. In our replay, he is batting .283. That's a 56, and Bill Hands is an A column. I had to roll for pitchers. Both pitchers are A column. 56 will be a K, so he swings and misses and goes down on strikes, 2 down. And here is Tommy Agee, center fielder for the Mets. That's a 66, and that's a deep drive to left field, and that's out of the park. Home run for Tommy Agee. Got a hold of that one. Now this scorecard is by Baseball Sim Research. It's pre-filled. Mets are up 1-0 on that solo home run by Tommy Agee, who hit 14 home runs. In our replay, he's got 9. And he's got about another 125, maybe 150 at-bats to go to hit his other 5. All right, here's Cleon Jones. And it's going to be a 23, which will be a swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes. So Hands picks up a couple of strikeouts in this inning, but does give up a run on the home run by Tommy Agee. And here come the Cubs. All right, it's going to be Charlie Williams against Don Kessinger. Oh, let's bring that to the top here so we can write down here. And here's the pitch from Williams. That's going to be a 52. That's error check. And error check or a KD check. KD is down here, but it only goes up to 4. And that's a 7. So we're going to check on the error. It's going to be a possible error on the 1 base error on the second baseman. Boswell's error rating is a 6. So that 7 is higher, so there'll be no error. So he makes the play. 1 down. All right, next up is Glenn Beckert. And that's a 61. It's a blank, so you go over to the pitcher, and that's a strikeout. So Beckert swings and misses at a high fastball by Charlie Williams. 2 down. Here's sweet swinging Billy Williams, bats from the left side. And here's the pitch, a 33, and that's banged up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. So it's a 2-out single for Billy Williams, and he is on at first. Up comes the power-hitting Joe Pepitone. And Charlie Williams checks in with Duffy Dyer for the sign, sets and deals. And that is a 63, which will be an out. What kind of an out? The 10 says it's a line out to the center fielder, Agee, to retire the side. So no runs, one hit, one left. We move to the top of the second. So it's that easy playing this game. It's that quick and easy. All right, let's do the top of the second inning here with Eddie Kranepool starting us off. Eddie Kranepool in our replay is batting .303. He batted .280 in reality. And that's going to be a 56. A 56 is a swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes. That's 3 strikeouts so far for Bill Hands. Don Clendenon up now. Don Clendenon batted .232 with 4 home runs and 140 at-bats. Here's the pitch, and it's a 41. That's usually a base on balls, but not when he's an A pitcher. So that'll be an out. That'll be bounced to the third baseman, the 5. If it's from a righty batter, it's to the third baseman. If it's a lefty, it's to the first baseman. Pretty easy to remember because there is a pattern, and you'll quickly identify that pattern. Here's Bob Aspromonte. Aspromonte batting .246. In reality, batted .225. But he's been hitting well lately. Hit his 4th home run in the game yesterday. And for the season, he had 5 home runs, and he's only has 70 at-bats left. Here's a pitch. And that's going to be a 53 with a 2. That's going to be a swing and a miss. KD 1-4 falls. The 53 is a KD check first, which is a strikeout, and that retires the side. So easy inning for Hands, 3 up, 3 down. And we move to the bottom of the second inning. Charlie Williams against Ron Santo. Here's a pitch from Charlie at 26 against a lefty. It's a single. Otherwise, it's an out. The 19, since there's a 9 there, that's going to be a fly out to right. Next is Johnny Callison. He bats from the left side. Oh, actually, it should be Hickman. Jim Hickman. I did not pull out his card. Let's see if we grab Hickman really quickly. Yep. You get all the players with this game, which is a key factor for me since I like to play actual lineups. All right, so Hickman is up. Let's roll. I may have rolled already, but that's all right. 52 and a 2, and that's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. So Hickman goes down on strikes. 2 down. And here's Brock Davis. He's a lefty, another lefty, a 63, and a 63 will be an out, kind of an out. The 10 says it's a line out to center. That's 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, none left. We go to top of the third inning. Scores 1-0 Mets. The home run by Agee. All right, Bill Hands versus Duffy Dyer. It's the bottom of the order for the Mets. Duffy Dyer, Charlie Williams, and Bud Harrelson. Now, I really like this scorecard. The boxes are nice and large. The one thing I don't like, I like the names to be right up against the score, the boxes for the results. I don't like this space in between. I'd rather have the space on the other side, but it's all right. All right, here's Duffy Dyer, the pitch from Hands, and that is going to be a 54. So that's a 54 chart. Look up. It says single to left, and we're going to roll for an error, and that's going to be an error on the left fielder. Who's in left field? It's Billy Williams. So it's a single and an error, putting Dyer on second base. And the reason I know that is Billy Williams has a 5 error. So he does make an error on left, and Duffy Dyer's on second. Charlie Williams is going to, doesn't hit very much. He's going to bunt him over. He's a 5, so you're looking for less than 5 on the 2D6. And it is less than 5. That 1 tells you it's to the pitcher. So it's 1-4. Runner moves over. So we got a runner at third now with one out. And here's Buddy Harrelson. The infield's going to be playing in. And it's a 65. That's an out. What kind of an out? It's a 3 with the infield in. And he's batting from the left side against, he's a switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty. So with lefty batter and a 3, and there's a runner at third with the infield in, so we're going to look at the asterisk, and it's a hold. So the first baseman playing in hold looks at the runner at third, and he steps on the bag for out number 2. And here's Kenny Boswell with 2 out, and Duffy Dyer at third. Pitch from hands. Infield is regular depth, 45, and a 45 will be an out. The 17, it's a 7, so it's a fly ball, left field. Billy Williams under it with 2 hands this time to make sure he has it. So that's no runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and it's 1-0 Mets. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. So as you can see, it has a nice flow, very quick, plays quickly. There's not a lot of rolls. But you do have the depth that, you know, it plays like a basic game, but it really is. It gives you the detail of an advanced game. It does have a ballpark card, and you get pickoffs. There's a ton of stuff that you get in this game. You get range. Everybody's rated for range, for errors, for arm. And you get 2 types of arm rating. The arm rating where they don't advance because they respect the outfielder's arm, and the arm rating where they do advance, but he does pick up lots of assists. So you're going to get the best of both worlds, you know, because really in baseball, you know, we all know that they don't challenge the strong arms, so they may not get a lot of assists, and that this game, you know, represents that, which I think is pretty cool. Here's Chris Cannizzaro. He's a righty batter. The pitch from Charlie Williams. It's a 43, and a 43 will be a base. Oh, it's an A, so it will be an out, and that is bounced to third. It's a 3, but if it's a righty batter, it goes to third. If it's a lefty, it'll go to first. So that's 1 down. Here's not Fergie Jenkins. It should be, he pitched yesterday. Should be Bill Hands. And here's a pitch. It's a 64, and a 64 is a fly ball. Center field, the 2 normally is a catcher, but a catcher doesn't get that many balls, so they give that 2 to the center fielder. 2 out now, and here's Don Kessinger, who grounded out to second base in his first at bat. A 45 is a blank, and a 45 is an out. The 11 is a bounce out. The white die will tell you that it's the third base because it's a 5. Picked up by Aspromonte over to first in time. 3 up, 3 down for Williams. And here come the Mets in the top of the 4th inning. All right, Tommy Agee up. Actually, let me switch this around because you do read the batter first. All right, and it's going to be a 12, which is a 1 to 15 base on balls. There are your splits. The 11 makes it a walk. That's ball 4 to Agee. Trots down to first. I'm going to not try hit and run right here. We're going to just let Cleon Jones bat away a 45. And that's going to be a ball in the hole, and the third baseman reaches it. That's Santo. He's got 1 play, and that's the first. So runner will advance. And I'll write down 4 there so I know that batter advanced the runner. Here's Ed Kranepool now. Ed Kranepool is, again, like I said, he's batting, I believe, .299 now. Here's a pitch. And that's a 64, which will be an out. What kind of an out? It's a fly ball to right field. Runner will hold. And Clendenon with 2 out and 1 on. 64, and that's an out. A 3 is, he's a righty, so that's bounced to third. Picked up by Santo. Fires the first, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, 1 left, the walk, and we move to the bottom of the 4th. Still 1-0 Mets. All right, Glenn Beckert leading it off. He struck out in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. Read the 6 and then a 2, and that's a blank. We go over to the pitcher, and that's a 1-12 strikeout, a 17. Doesn't make it, so it's a fly ball to left. One down. Billy Williams is up next, and he singled. He's 1 for 1. That's a 12, and that's a 118 base on ball. The 11 falls there, so that's ball 4, and he trots down at first. Check swing. They check with the he's a lefty, so they check with the first third base umpire, and he said he held up. So here's Joe Pepitone, good power, and that's going to be a 22, which would be line base hit to right, and runner will hold. So first and second with 1 out. The Cubs have a little something brewing here. And here's Ron Santo. And we're going to try hit and run. That's a 35. And a 35, first check the single, and it will not be a single, so it's going to be, let me see, wait a second, 8, 35. Yeah, so it's going to be a 14 with both, it's going to be bounced to second base, both runners will advance. Actually, it's bounced to third, but both to short, but both runners will advance because they were on the move. One playing that throw to first, and we're going to move both these up, putting 5 and then a 5. All right, so the number 5 batter moved both runners to the next base, and then it's Jim Hickman with 2 out and 2 on. 2 runners in scoring position here, so the Mets are up 1-0. A base hit here may give the Cubs a lead. Here's a pitch from Williams to Hickman, and that's going to be a 52 with a 17. That's an error check. It's a ball hit to right field. The right fielder for the Mets is Kranepool. Kranepool out there did not make any errors, so he'll make the catch, and that retires the side. F9, and that ends the 4th inning. 4 complete. No runs, 1 hit, a couple left. And we move to the top of the 5th inning. All right, so it's Bob Aspromonte leading off. It's Aspromonte, Dyer, and Williams. That's a 35. It's a blank, and it's an out. Bounce to second base. The 14 says it's a 4, so it's a bounce out to second. 1 down. Easy play for Beckert. Duffy Dyer with a 21, and that'll be a swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes. And here's Charlie Williams with a 63, and a 63 is an out. The 3 is a righty, so it's bounced to third. Santo throws him out. No runs, no hits, none left, and we move to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Mets. Charlie Williams versus Bill Hands. All right, you read the batter card first, and then you read the pitcher card. We're looking at the D6s, reading the blue, then the white, and the red only when we need it. That's a 51, which is an error check. That 19 is very high. It's an error on the shortstop, but he'll make the play. Buddy Harrelson doesn't make that many errors. That's a very high number. Usually you don't get an error on a number that high. Here's Chris Cannizzaro. A 64, that's a blank, and that's an out. A 9 is a fly to right. Under it is Kranepool, 2 down. And here's Bill Hands. 25, and that's a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. No runs, no hits. It's 1-0 Mets. We go to the top of the 6th inning. It's going to be the top of the order. Harrelson leading off for the Mets here in the top of the 6th. If you haven't tried this game, you should try it. PDFs for $20. You get all the players. There's about 100 seasons to choose from. And that's a 21. That's an out. And that doesn't come up there. It's an 8 fly ball to center. 1 down. Kenny Boswell, who's 0 for 2. And a 15 will be a grounded to short. Kessinger fires. 2 down, and Tommy Agee, who's 1 for 1 with a home run and a walk. And a 13, he hits it right back to Hands, who throws him out. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 6th. We are at Wrigley Field. Makes a difference. We get our ballpark card. I'll show you that. Here's the ballpark card. You got your foul balls, your foul outs, then you have your stretch a single into a double, and so forth. All right, Don Kessinger leading off against Charlie Williams, and that's a 33, and that's line base hit center field, played on the hop by Agee, and the tying run is on at first. We are going to get a bunt attempt, and that's going to be Becker hits it. A nice bunt picked up by Williams. And only one play, that's the first, so runner advances. Billy Williams up now with the tying run at second base. We're in the bottom of the 6th, and Williams can pitch to 27 batters. He's got 18, so he's still good. He's got 20. He's still good. Here's the pitch to Williams, and that's a 65. Oh boy, that's going to be 1-6. It's going to be a home run against Charlie Williams. Otherwise, it's an out, but that's a 13. So with a runner on second, that will be bounced to first base. And first baseman Clendenon steps on the bag. So it's G3, runner advances. Tying run is at third base now, 90 feet away. Joe Pepitone is up. He's 1 for 2. Here's a pitch from Williams. And that is a 23. That's bounced to Clendenon. And that's the third out. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And we move to the top of the 7th inning. Mets are up 1-0. Cleon Jones leading off for the Mets against Bill Hands. Hands can go 34 batters, and he's gone 18 plus 3, 21. And here's the pitch. It's a 12, 1-2 single. It's a 3, so it's going to be a base on balls. So Jones walks. He's on at first. Kranepool will bunt. It's a pretty decent bunter, and it's a good bunt, and it will be to the pitcher. This is 1971, so they use the bunt a lot. Here's Clendenon now with a runner at second. The pitch from Hands. And that's going to be a 34. That's a blank, and that is bounced up the middle and through. Will the run score? And run scores if there's a W or A arm in left. And the left, Billy Williams is in left, and he is in A, so the run will score. RBI for Clendenon. 2-0 Mets. Here's Bob Aspromonte. That's a 62, and that's a blank, and a 62 will be an out. Fly ball center field. On the run is Davis, Brock Davis, and he runs it down 2-way. And here's Duffy Dyer, who's 1 for 2 with a 35. 35 is a blank. That's an out. That's a ground ball to short. Inning over. Mets pick up a run on a hit and a walk. They lead at 2-0. Go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ballpark. Ron Santo leading off for the 71 Cubs. Santo, Hickman, Jim Hickman, and Brock Davis. Here's a pitch, and that's a 52, so that's going to be an error check. The error is on the shortstop, but Harrelson is only a 5, and that number 11 is much higher than that. So that's a ball that Buddy does get to, and he makes the play. Here's Jim Hickman with a 53. That's a range check, and that first we're going to look at the KD, and that KD falls within the 1 to 4. Because if you look, you see it says KD. Wait a second, 53. Where is that? Okay, it's on the card. 53 says KD check. So you check the KD number, and if the red falls into that number, it's a strikeout instead. So he strikes out Hickman, and we don't have to check for the range hit. And here's Brock Davis, left-handed hitter with a 65. That'll be a fly ball deep center field. On the track is Agee. And that ends the inning. Go to top of the 8th. No runs, no hits, and we go to the top of the 8th. It's going to be Williams leading off. Now, Williams, as a pitcher, only had 1 complete game in 9 starts. So we may see how we're going to see how he does. Now, he does have a shutout going, which means that he's already an A, so he can't get any better than that. All right, so we'll leave Williams in there. He will face Bill Hands. Here's a pitch and oh no, it's a line out to third base. So he hit it hard, but right at the third baseman. Santo 1 away. Next is Bud Harrelson, who's 0 for 3 on the day, and a 15 will be a pop-up left side of the field. Third baseman calls for it in fair territory. And that's 2 away. And here's Kenny Boswell with a 45, and that is an out. The 10 is lined to right, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Go to the bottom of the 8th, 1-0. Mets. Charlie Williams pitching a masterpiece today. He's going to face Canizaro, the pitcher, and Kessinger. This is 71, so we do let now. This is going to be a range check, and the number's too high to be KD. So it says left field, that 12. Cleon Jones is in left. Yep. So let's see what his range number is. His range number is a 12, so he runs it down in the corner. Robs Canizaro of at least a hit, a single or a double. So great catch there by Cleon Jones. Bill Hands is next, and we're going to let him bat. It's a 1-0 game, and that's a 24, and he struck him out. 2 down. And with 2 out, it's Don Kessinger. And it is a 2 and a 6, and that's going to be straight up the middle and through into center field, played by Agee, who gets it into Harrelson. All right, Glenn Becker now with 2 out and 1 on. Pitch from Williams, and that's going to be a 36, and a 36 is bounced to second base. And that's Boswell, who throws over to first, and that retires the side. So we completed 8. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we go to the top of the 9th. A.G. Jones and Kranepool. And A.G. is 1 for 2 with a home run, his 5th of the year, I believe. Here's a pitch. It's a 41, and that will be an out. A fly ball right field. On the run is Hickman, and Hickman gets there. 1 down. Next is Cleon Jones with a 12, 1-2 single. It's a 5. That's ball 4. Second walk today for Jones. And we're going to try hit and run with Kranepool. There goes Jones, and that's an 8-35. We'll check for the single first. There's no single there. So it's going to be a bounce out to the second baseman, moving Jones to second. So 2 out, runner in scoring position, and here's Don Clendenon. Pitch from Hands with a deep drive to left field. That's going to be way back in the seats. Home run, Don Clendenon. The Mets take a 4-0 lead. Home run for Don Clendenon. 2-run shot. He was picked up in that 69 season, the Miracle Mets season. And here with 2 outs, it's Bob Aspromonte. And it's a 62, and that will be a ground ball up the middle. And Kessinger gets there, spins, throws to first, scooped out by the first baseman Pepitone, who's won, I think, 3 Gold Gloves, and that retires the side. But the Mets pick up a couple of runs on the 2-run shot. The walk and then the home run by Clendenon. Pick up 2 runs on 1 hit, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. So Charlie Williams may get his shutout. We'll see what happens. It's going to be the heart of the order: Williams, Pepitone, and Santo. Here's a pitch, and that is a 25, which will be a fly ball center field. On the run is A.G., and he turned on the Jets and tracked it down and went away. Joe Pepitone is next. Here's a pitch, and that's a 36. That'll be a ground ball. Bounce to Boswell, who charges it over to first in time. 2 down. So the Cubs are down to their last out. Williams is 1 out away from a complete game shutout. He gave up 4 hits in this game. 4 singles. Wow. And here's Ron Santo. Santo's 0 for 3, grounded out a couple times and fly out. Pitch from Williams. 14, and that'll be ground ball, third base, Aspromonte. Long throw, and in time, ball game is over. Charlie Williams, holy smokes, pitches a 4-hit shutout against the Cubs. And let's make sure we got 1 hit there, 1 hit here, 1 hit there, and 1 4-hitter. How many did he strike out? Let's see. 1 there. Another 1 there. That's 3, 4, 5 strikeouts. This is Fall Classic Baseball. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Hope you enjoyed the game. And try out Fall Classic Baseball. You won't be disappointed. 100 seasons, has all the players. $20 for a PDF. Easy to play, plays fast, includes lots of detail. We actually played a fairly simple game. In other words, nothing really out of the ordinary. You didn't have a lot of range hits. You didn't have errors. You didn't have any passed balls, any wild pitches. There were a lot of things that didn't happen in this game. But normally you'll get those things. You'll get pickoffs by the catcher, pickoffs by the pitcher. Just a lot of details. I will see you soon.